vaccine now.
I am here.
Hello. I remember the time I was so high in public with Lee. We went to a fucking Red Robin, and I was convinced we were in a simulation.
Were you talking to the bird?
No. I was sitting there eating, and I was looking around, and I was like, Lee, look. Nobody else is eating. We were the only ones eat. Like, I was like, I take a bite, she takes a bite, and I was like, look, nobody else was eating at all. And I was like, this simulation, the computer doesn't have enough RAM and CPU.
Oh my god.
To convincingly have everybody eat at once, only us. And she was like, you are fucking stupid. Thankfully, she puts up with me.
The glitch in the Matrix. Oh, did you see? Before we even start, because it's really fucking awesome. I'll have to see if I can.
Oh, we're already live, guys.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Before we actually start like doing anything D&D related, while we're still talking shit, talking crit. Oh, no, that was lame. Sorry. Which started the conversation. But anyways, moving away from the stupid things we do after smoking or ingesting weed, but your glitch in the Matrix thing. Neil deGrasse Tyson posted this thing on Instagram of a helicopter landing, but the video camera that was like recording it was set to the same frame rate as the rotors, so it looks like you see the rotors, they're not moving, and like so it just looks like this helicopter just coming without moving rotors and moving into position and landing down. It's like it looks like a glitching video game. It's like so fucking cool. People are like, that's fake, and one person's like, it's like, no, I mean, it's technology, it's science, but it's like also if you look at the rear rotor, you know, that's like encased, it's like half of a fraction of a second off from the top rotors, so you actually like do see it moving ever so slightly. Yeah. It's so fucking trippy. It's so cool.
I tolerate alcohol very well. Marijuana, not at all. Holy crap.
I'll tell you in that video.
That's actually hysterical.
Yeah.
You're like this big, huge guy. Take like one puff, you done.
Oh, yeah, the world is ending. I'm convinced the world isn't real. Pat makes me watch animal attack videos when I'm like sitting back in the recliner like this with my head back. I'm no longer part of this world. My legs are up on an ottoman, and my eyes are like dinner plates. And he literally looks over at me and he goes, "How you doing, buddy?" I'm like, "I'm fine, man. Just trying to like do that." Like, yeah, I'm totally cool right now. And then he's like, "Hey, I know what we should watch." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Let's watch some animal attack videos, literally on YouTube." And I'm like, there's tigers coming up and like killing goats and people. I'm like, no! It's fucking horrendous. It scarred my mind forever.
Well, remind me not to wild shape into a tiger when we're fighting any giraffes or anything.
As long as I don't
I don't want to give you animal attack. You know.
I'll be fine as long as Aaric hasn't ingested some kind of medicinal substance beforehand.
Gotcha. Otherwise,
seed of the puppy.
All right. Well, hello everybody out there.
Little pre-game.
Good evening.
All right.
We are most of the NAT30s, and this is us continuing with our main campaign, The Bums of Greenest Do Tyranny of Dragons. Let's see. We want to go through our announcements or just blast the chat?
That's up to you. You're in charge here.
Oh shit! Hey, Falcone. I see you.
Oops, that was me.
Let me start my list here. So, yeah, I'll go through them real quick because it's already. It's not much later than we normally do. Oh, somebody else. Nope. It was a false alarm. So, okay. I forget how we even start because I haven't been doing it now for a few weeks.
We can just do it. Right?
Do you want me to do it?
Go ahead.
I mean,
we'll
I could just
Go
do
ahead.
it.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
It's
just do it.
fine.
It's fine.
I
Go
mean,
ahead,
she doesn't want to tell you about it, but I will
Just
tell
do
you
it.
about our partners.
She's just so lazy. This is
Yes,
oh
so
my God.
lazy. Like, she doesn't even want to do all the DM stuff. She just gives it off to us. Like, she's the laziest
I don't
ever.
even describe butts anymore. I just make you guys
Like,
do
yeah,
it.
she makes us do it. Like, puts us on the spot, you know? It's whatever. I did a good job describing that, but anyway. But
Mhm.
speaking of butts, I don't know how it fits, but partners, we're partners with the Compound Network. They are not a butt, but they are wonderful. And it's a collaborative of South Coast Massachusetts creatives, including 3D printers and mini painters and gamers like us.
Oh, I did it already.
And oh, you did it already, and then I just did it after you. Well, now you get to see it twice. So the Brush Republic and Fusion Forge 3D printing, as well as Morel 3D prints, and Counterclockwise and Tabletop Games. And speaking of tabletop games, that's one of our locations where you may place a ticket in for Word of the Week.
At least she was like,
Aaric? I had it ready that time.
I
I
know.
had it ready that time.
Speaking of tabletop games, like she said, we don't have a word of the week yet because it's Tuesday and it resets every Tuesday. We have a word of the week. Usually something funny pops up, and that's what we make it with your guys' inclusion. When we come up with the word of the week, you can head to one of our 3 partner stores. We have the Armory in Fairhaven, we've got Tabletop Games in Westport, and we've got New England Comics in New Bedford.
I'm going to
If you
interrupt
go
you.
to
Sorry. As of yesterday, it is Twilight Comics in New Bedford, not New England Comics anymore. So Twilight
so-
Comics, as in Twilight, the books.
I'm gonna
Change your
I'm gonna-
notes,
Really?
boy.
I'm gonna use this comically oversized Sharpie.
Yeah,
That makes
sorry,
me
I
laugh.
I
No,
realized
totally cool.
that too late, but yes, they are now Twilight Comics in New Bedford.
Excited.
All right, so the Armory in Fairhaven, Tabletop Games in Westport, and Twilight Comics in New Bedford. If you go to any one or hopefully all 3 of those locations and put in whatever the word ends up being in a little can or whatever they have up top, you can get entered for a drawing for a $10 gift card at each location. So the Armory in Fairhaven, Tabletop Games in Westport, and now Twilight Comics in New Bedford. Go there with the word of the week and hopefully collect your $10 gift card. And now it's Pat. No.
All right, just join our Patreon.
There we go.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Do it.
We have 2
Yeah.
tiers on our Patreon right now: a $1 tier and a $2.50. Gives you access to a lot of behind-the-scenes things, such as different lore, character background, some character stat sheets, as well as homebrew items, and even some of Izzy's notes. And there's more things planned to come in the future. So go on, check out our Patreon, and sign up. Everything goes right back into the stream. And we're going to throw it, I think, over to Cuba. I always throw it the wrong way, though. Tell us about our merch.
Our merch, check us out on TeePublic, the NAT30s on TeePublic. We have all sorts of fun things on there, like no more Zan shirts. Those were retired, but we're working on new ones. The crew here got a little sneak peek of what the next Zan shirt might be. I will be putting up new replacement, actually 2 new replacements for the Brew Bottle Tavern shirt that I was asked to take down, and I will be putting back up one, the same thing but slightly altered, and a new, totally not completely different new one. Anyways, check it out. We got cool shit on there. There will be some sales the week after next, I believe, is the first sale of March. So if you're gonna buy something, buy it on sale, because save yourself some pennies. Then let's do this. Let's go. We're ready.
I don't know what that is that you just typed, Pint and Pie.
I think someone just had some edibles and fell onto the keyboard.
It's just like, I just passed up.
Tonight, we are actually going to be doing our giveaway for the February stream. So February's giveaway was the Heroes Feast D&D cookbook. I mean, I guess we could start off with it. You want to start with the giveaway or do it?
Oh, make people
Let's do the
anticipation.
giveaway right after the the intro. I want to watch the video.
Okay. So we will we will be doing the giveaway. We had 55 entries, like not entrants, but 55 entries in the month of February. So that will be happening. I also wanted to say
Lucas, like,
thank
no.
thank you to our latest sponsor, BD&D. They did just create a promo code for us. So
Well, those are the New Zealand dudes.
I mean, it's a husband and wife team, but yes, the New Zealanders.
Dude is gender neutral.
That is so sure. The the New Zealand girls.
You're a
with a
dude, I'm a
U.
dude, everybody's a dude.
Hey Darius, no, thank you for the resub.
Hey, thanks,
Don't
Darius.
forget, people who just resubbed, I did see you, Beluga. You get to give 1d4 inspiration to your choice, and Darius, no. So if you are looking for homebrew items and or merch or whatever, D&D, VD&D, which I just typed in the chat, they have a NAT30 code. You can get 10% off. They're also going to be sponsoring a bunch of giveaways for us this month. So Beluga won a t-shirt, a t-shirt with their really cute rabicorn design. So those are going to be happening throughout the month of March and then beyond, because they would like to do it. So I'm not going to say no. Definitely, for sure. Let's keep it up.
Thank you very much.
Yes, awesome.
That's really cool.
And then one final announcement. Oh, so this month's giveaway, you'll see it up top here on the rotating basis here, but we are giving away a Adventure Begins board game that's courtesy of the Compound Network. And separate from that, I did want to say I am doing a charity stream event. It is going to be 17 weeks long every Monday, and it is for Glisten, which is a LGBTQIA+ charity that helps to bring education about LGBTQIA+ individuals and try to get it into school curriculum and all of that fun stuff. And also, I believe it's like anti-bullying. It's all inclusive. So it's gonna be 17 weeks. You should go follow Wesselhausen. Yes, I got it right. Wesselhausen, he is going to be the DM. Follow them. We are starting on April 5th. It's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It's a wide range of streamers, some people who have played D&D recently, some who haven't played in a while, and it runs from April through July, and we are very much looking forward to it. There is a money goal, but I don't want to say it until they've said it, so I'll wait, but it's doable for sure. And we also have D&D Beyond, who is sponsoring every single session. All 17, they've got a giveaway code that they'll be doing, so very exciting. And we're working on Hero Forge as well, so definitely check it out and come support Listen and gamers of all walks of life, and I'm looking forward to it. We'll see if my children cooperate and let me start at 8 p.m. Yeah, we'll see. Let's see, my Dwark. Oh, so my Dork is starting on Thursday. I think we're starting Thursday with the Dork, right? I have a different character for.
Oh, yeah. I need to like set that up tomorrow, but
Yeah,
there's not much to really need to be set up for this first session.
Yeah, it's a separate. I made a whole separate character for this charity stream, but tomorrow you will get. No, wait. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Thursday you will get to see Uma again. For those of you who missed it, I cannot remember if I think patrons have access to the first one that we did, the Trial of Chiefs. I might have made it public, but if not, it's definitely patron accessible. So
that was a good one. You can watch me fumble through my very first time DMing. And not that my second time was any better, or this time will be an improvement on the first two, but it's fun.
Hey, Bearded Fortress, thank you for continuing the gift sub, and you also, I don't know how that works continuing a gift sub, but if it gave you any kind of indication, you also can give a 1d4 inspiration to the player of your choice. I don't know if you guys all saw who Beluga wanted to give it to, or who Urdknot wanted to.
I believe Beluga was for Mickey.
Okay.
That's right. That's my girl.
I hear
Thanks,
snacks.
Beluga.
What you eating?
I know you got my back.
Looked like she was eating like ramen or something.
Steak.
Oh, steak? I thought I saw like noodles. It's like.
No, it's like shaved steak with rice.
Okay.
I'm eating fucking fruit right now, and I'm so sad about this.
All right, I'm gonna
3
add
jobs equals eating at 9:30 at night.
I'm gonna add your inspiration while we run our intro, and we'll see how it goes.
Tonight.
All right, here we go.
Horribly.
That was,
Yeah, I know,
that was my
just-
dinner you just shat on.
Pat, you're the human equivalent of a raccoon. I thought I ate bad, but you eat like pure fucking trash.
I do.
That actually makes a lot of sense. He's like literally a raccoon.
Everybody
He'll
picks
scavenge.
me for eating snacks, but he'll be at the bottom
He'll
of
eat
the
all the
dumpster,
leftover.
whatever the fuck is there, and he's like, I don't.
Yeah.
Oh,
give a
I
shit.
eat whatever is the worst for me. Like if me and my wife like make a pizza, I make a whole pizza for myself, and then she'll eat like half a pizza. So that means I eat a pizza and a half. Like when I say I'm having pizza, I don't mean I'm having a couple pieces. I mean I'm having a pizza and a half in one sitting.
It's funny because like all these years,
on.
I think about like
giveaway.
all the times that like all the things that we've done, and I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen Pat eat. Like I'm thinking like, we go out to the bars.
The simulation doesn't
We've
have
gone
enough
camping
speed
so
for
many
it.
times. Like I've seen him drink, but I'm like, thinking like you're talking about all the shit that you eat. I'm like, have I ever seen the kid eat?
If I want to put away food, I am putting away food. Like I was so upset when McDonald's got rid of that Big Mac bundle where you get like 2 Big Macs and 2 large fries, because that means I only needed to get 2 double cheeseburgers in order to satiate me, because just 2 Big Macs, that's all that is a double cheeseburger with an extra bun and lettuce. That's not enough to fill me.
Do you remember the time you and I were driving? I think we stopped at McDonald's. We got dollar menu. And then you were like, hey, all right, buddy, we're going to head to your house. I'll drop you off. We were passing Wendy's, and you just kind of looked at me, and you were like, want to stop? And I was just like, yeah, let's fucking do it. We pulled off, and we got like $20 worth of food there, too. It was fucking, to be 18 again, you know?
Well, $20, I think, only gets you one meal now.
Yeah,
I know,
that's true. So we got a bunch of people who want giveaway time.
They're like, shut the fuck up.
I know,
It
sorry.
got
Well, my
silent while
horrible
they're
diet.
patiently waiting for us to do this
As
giveaway.
I suck down another Pepsi.
So I don't know how much of this you can see. Hopefully you guys can see it, but we had you can't see the whole thing. It cuts it off at like 50. But I do have Zigatox, the Role Players Guild, and the Brush Republic. I can't even make this smaller so that you can see at the bottom, along with Loophole King. And let's see. So I have the Role Players Guild. I just do everybody's individual thing. So as you can see, we have Aerothin.
Initiative League wants to know how to use points to get an extra.
Oh, so
Is it exclamation point ticket?
extra ticket.
Oh, okay.
So this will be for March's giveaway, which is still really cool. But so as you can see, we have Aerothin, who entered once, and then I have A. Falcone, who is 2 to 12, and then we have BD&D, who is a patron, Bearded Fortress, who has 14 through 17. Oh, hold on. Okay. Beluga, who's got 18 through 25. Darius Nalt has 26. DM the Mark Knight, 27. Fires of Atheline. So however many times you entered is the range that you get. So there are quite a few. And I will be hitting the roll button, which you also cannot see down here. And whatever it comes up as live on stream is who the winner is. And if you can't see it at the bottom, I will tell you who it is. But it does show you on the roll as well. So here we go. I'm going to press the button. Good luck to everybody. We'll probably do another Heroes Feast cookbook at some point anyway, but this was a really great turnout. Okay, I'm pressing the button. Here we go.
It's like suspense.
Oh
suspense.
my god.
Wait, who is it?
It was A. Falcone. Congratulations.
Didn't A. Falcone win everything?
No. That's Beluga who wins everything.
Oh,
But
Yeah,
A. Falcone
Beluga does win everything.
really, really, really wanted this.
It's actually,
Oh,
it is really cool. I was
nice.
actually looking
Nice.
through the book
I'm
yesterday.
jealous. Not
Because
gonna lie.
I've had it since Christmas and haven't actually cooked anything out of it. So like I'm thinking like maybe this weekend I'll
I'm revealing it to everybody who's there, so you all can see that it's not all the players anyway, so you can see in the roll chat that it wasn't rigged. It's not rigged. A. Falcone, it was a 10, and you had 2 through 12, so you can don't scare your pussy. You can send me a DM with your address. I don't think anybody who sends me your address, I pretty much get rid of it if like once I send stuff out. So I don't know if I have yours or if I've ever sent you anything, but if you DM me, you are the winner of February giveaway. So congratulations. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with us all the time. We appreciate it. And
you gotta post the pictures of your food in the Discord in the food and drink section.
wait, is Mapronicon in here? Is that who you're talking to? Oh, you're just saying A. Falcone when you make stuff. Yes.
Yes.
Do
Although
have an
that
affiliate link.
dude is like the
Dude, his bread looks so good. Yeah.
I
all
don't
those
have an Amazon affiliate link. That is a good question and something for me to look into. Although All right, I'm gonna write that down and
I
do
think
some
an
research.
affiliate link is just like they pay you for writing reviews after you've done enough like good reviews. Unless
I don't know,
unless
maybe
they're two different things.
There might
I'm
be,
pretty
yeah, there
sure.
might be other things. Okay, so you guys want to get started?
Oh
Girls,
wait, we're playing.
With a U. Gender neutral.
Like do.
The girls with the U. Yeah.
Girls. Hey girls. All right, so we rejoined the Bums of Greenest as you all had brought back Aaric Firesong from the dead, found out Zan had not ever actually been dead and instead had been transported to the Feywild, and were able to coax Dratha's soul, the daughter of Urdknot Brewbottle, to come back to her body just before she entered wherever it is that she was going to be going. You are currently in Brewbottle Tavern, stopped by the wizard who sent you on your little side quest to find a mysterious orb, while also giving you the location of the materials needed to bring back your loved ones. Got a little bit of information from this wizard on the longsword of, well, very little information on the longsword of Marn the Courageous, and on Haziron, the sword that hates arcane casters. That is currently
mouthy
living
fucking sword.
in the bag of holding. Asim told you to return in about a 10-day, and he may have more information about the various things that you asked about, more specifically the orb that you left in his possession. Returned to Brewbottle Tavern, where Dratha woke up a day or so later, and Urdknot and Dratha had a heartfelt conversation between father and daughter of all of the things going on and responsibilities and what happened, where you learned that she did not in fact see anything in regards to the person who had poisoned her.
This is a good fucking assassin.
But did give some information on things that were going on in Veer Plains, where the Brewbottles and the Loafbeards have come together over the past 150 or so years to create a new home for the remaining Brewbottle clan. So we're actually going to pick up right where you left off, Aaric and Zan. Zan had woken up early to go chat with Aaric, who is still recovering from his recent death. And Zan had headed down into the living area, or at least the basement area of Brewbottle Tavern. And you both had chatted with each other for a moment. And Zan, as you are walking up the steps to go to the first floor, and Aaric, you're still kind of getting yourself situated. As you head up the stairs, Zan, you see Dratha actually kind of shuffling down. It's been 3 or 4 days since the ritual, so she's been awake for a couple of days and slowly moving around, even though she shouldn't, but she's stubborn. So you see Dratha, who I will actually share, because I don't believe you all got to see what Dratha looks like. Here she is. So you see Dratha. She heads down, and she's shuffling down the steps. She's got this long beard. Her beard is, thank you for the sub, roll to 1.
That's a hell of a beefy beard.
Yeah. It's a little
She's
bit
got
shorter.
high status.
A little bit
All right,
shorter
so
right
side
now.
note, is it normal for dwarves women have beards? Just curious.
Yeah, it is.
Some of them.
That's cool.
Not
That's
all.
cool. I kind of want to be a dwarven woman. I've always
I
wanted
thi-
a girl with a beard.
I think it depends. It depends on like the clan and type
Oh,
of dwarf.
okay.
Yeah, but it's not abnormal. It's
Right,
normal.
like
I didn't know if it was like standard, like all
No,
women
no.
dwarves and men dwarves.
Like
Girls.
she wouldn't walk into like a village of non-bearded dwarf women and they go, "Whoa!"
Right.
Yeah,
So it's like
They
it's
all
a
have
normal
that
thing.
5 o'clock shadow.
That's
They
all. I
all
was
have
just curious.
the two
I didn't
dwarf
know.
guards.
I didn't even know that they could grow beards. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, the
Okay.
two dwarven
right.
guards that
Next
you
character.
traveled with in the caravan, they did not have beards.
Yeah.
The two female dwarves that you traveled with.
Well, next character. I'm
so-
having a beard.
Her
Well-
beard is a little bit shorter than this image, just because, like, with everything that happened, kind of had to trim it up and clean it a little bit and all of that. But it's similar, and it is finely groomed and braided now, and she looks much better. She still looks very tired, but as you head past her, Zan, she just kind of nods in your direction and heads down the stairs towards you, Aaric. And she shuffles up to you and then just like takes a seat down wherever it is that you're sitting. Urdknot, where would Aaric have been set up? Just like
Oh,
Well, either way, the first thing Aaric would have done was stood and just kind of slightly bowed.
she's not royalty,
she's
but
I know.
you see her like taken aback by that. She's like, "Oh no, please sit."
I think I would have this. Yeah, this anywhere in the basement is so anywhere he wants. Like if he Urdknot's room, nah, or no, not
I
one of them in
figured
there
you
sleeping.
probably wouldn't put him in his room, but
Well, it's the safest place. It's like the room within the room, but
I just described having like a small makeshift cot, anyways, so it doesn't matter really what it is. You know what I mean?
just sleeping on top of a fermenting machine.
so she goes
He's
to
probably slept in worse spots. So
like sit down on the cot, and then she like is like, I probably won't be able to stand up. So she just shuffles over and sits herself down on one of the many barrels, but fairly close by to where you're sitting, Aaric.
Is this morning?
It is morning. Yeah. She's
So-
chosen a time of day when nobody else would be there because she wants to speak to Aaric by herself.
Okay, I was gonna say like, I was just figuring what Urdknot would be doing. I figure I guess he would be, him and Garmir would be getting things cleaned and prepared for the day and whatnot.
So Dratha sits down. She does have a tankard of ale in her hand. She's already getting started. She does not have one for you, but she like leans over a little bit. She takes a sip of her drink, and she says, "So you are quite a hated man, Aaric Firesong. To inspire someone to have a bounty like that on your head, that's enough to provide for generations."
apparently so.
I heard a lot about you in the days I was here. I heard you beheaded a port lord of Sea Hall in front of his screaming wife, causing her to go mad. I heard you were a shape changer who infiltrated the army and led them to a sneak attack by goblins. I heard you were a coward who fled the city, leaving grieving families to deal with a tyrant with no leadership. But this is a tavern. You hear a lot of things in a tavern. My dad has said you are worthy of his aid. So, I would love to hear from you. Why are you being hunted?
Have you heard of the new Port Lord in Sea Hall?
Not
Those
by
part of
name.
the stories. It's a impetuous, practically a child named Peter Emsel. I think he's killed his father, and he's trying to make himself appear blameless. I was hired to train an army for his father, and and his son led it to ruin. And I don't think that he can take the shame of that. And I think that, I don't know, ever since these people have been hunting me, there's not much I do know.
So you're accusing a port lordling of killing his own father? That's a pretty hefty allegation.
I like to call him Shitbird. So,
She
feel
cheers,
obliged.
takes a drink.
He's a coward who hides behind his money and others with blades. So yes, I'm accusing him.
Well, it's good to see my dad with a sense of purpose again. I don't know how much he's told you. He's a traditionalist through and through, so I have a feeling not much.
He's a good man. I like to joke and say he has a heart of stone, but he's a good man. He helped me in just upstairs the very first time I walked into this tavern.
Well, that
probably
story
would've-
everyone knows. Everyone in Baldur's Gate knows that story.
Well, I'm sorry that this all happened to you. I'm sorry that I brought it to your family, to your home, wherever that is. Nothing like that was supposed to have happened.
We are used to hardships. Our entire clan was destroyed by a band of giants. Brutalized. Men, women, children. Those that weren't killed were rounded up and sold on the slave market in Urdknot, south of here. Or at least that's what we were told. Dad and I were away at the time selling wares in the city. And when we returned, we saw what happened. We sought the aid of the neighboring clans. This is how we ended up in the Veer Plains. And we
That's
were...
why.
What was that?
So that's why he hates giants then.
Most dwarves hate giants, but we have a reason to.
Apologies, I don't have much I haven't had much contact with many dwarves. Very few. Your father's one of the first.
Well, we were welcomed with open arms by the Loafbeard clan, who live there, and that's where we've made our home.
The Loafbeards?
Yep. They're a proud folk. They'd been struggling to find a niche in Urdknot. People love baked goods and need grains, but hard work, and with so many bakers out there, our collaboration and joining together has been beneficial for both of us. They have seen their little hamlet grow into a successful town from our sought-after ales and meads, and our clan was not lost. So,
Pardon me for asking. I don't mean to sound offensive, but are you the only two left
no,
of your clan?
no, there are others. A couple dozen.
And your two clans work together?
We live together.
Live together.
We were brought into Veer Plains, which is a town about 100 miles to the east of Urdknot. And that is where we made our home.
What was the name of that Did you say calf? What was that again?
Athkatla. Athkatla.
Thank you.
Or I should scold her for talking too much.
Well, he's not there.
Grown-ass woman, you can't tell her shit. She's not gonna listen to you.
Seriously.
You only control one person in this world.
And it ain't her.
Goddamn children.
Roughly how old would she be in human years? Like, are they kind of like analogous in years?
They're not like dogs.
So she, well, I guess she would be like, what, like 40s?
40s. All right, so not that far off, I guess. Okay.
40s, 50s.
I mean, she's double your lifetime.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I know
no,
that.
I think
She's almost like 200 years old, but she would be like
Okay.
40s.
analogous should be the word of the week.
Analagous.
Make
When you
people
just
spell
said
that.
analogous, my teacher, like, ears went, whoop! What was
Hey.
that?
Did I get a gold? Did I get a gold star?
Yeah, in my head you did. You got a huge gold
Yes.
star. I was like, damn, that was
Right
was
on
a
your
good word
forehead.
that you just pulled out of your bum. Ha! Analagous. That's a great word. It's not
Well,
used
no-
enough.
Right. Well, I know different races age at different rates, and I didn't know if that, like, they matured at different rates. You know what I mean? Like, by the time an orc is like 10, they're like, that's like a teenager for them, basically.
Dwarves aren't considered adults till 40.
So that's what I mean. So she's just hitting like adulthood
No,
then.
no. So she, at 40, she became an adult. She's almost 200. So
Oh, okay.
so yeah,
Alright,
so
never
she's
mind.
like
So-
in her 40s, late 40s, I'd say, late 40s time frame.
Okay.
She's gonna become a grandmother. So
All right. Well, never mind. Let's see. There was one. I've talked with your father a few times. Not that many. He keeps things to himself. Writes in his book. What can you tell me about something called? Sorry. Is it Kafka? Kafka is how I have it written down.
Kafja.
Kafka's shadow.
So you see her, she takes she's deep sigh, and then she takes another long drink from her tankard of ale, which is probably a good brew bottle. Like, it's the good stuff that her father would have given her. She sets it down on her knee and is leaning, and she says, "My father led the investigation and eventual destruction of the giants who killed our people. But in doing so, he had found out that they'd been hired to do the deed by some human." She spits on the ground. His name is not worth speaking, but he was a slaver. He told us that he had also been approached and paid a hefty sum to attack our clan. A faceless individual named Kathja. And I vowed not to rest until Kathja was found, but that was over 150 years ago. You can imagine tracking someone for 150 years. Trail has gone cold for almost 50 of those years until now. I don't know what linkage they may have with this cult you're following, but you and the others... Moradin is watching. And I have approached you because you and I have shared a journey in death, and we are linked. She cheers at you. Says, "I ask you to take care of my father. He is curmudgeonly, always has been, but he's capable and strong. Unfortunately, he is also getting older. He still probably has another 100 years or so left in him for adventuring, but he's no spring hog. So take care of him."
Spring hog has to be the word of the week. Come on.
Spring hog.
It's true. Your father is all of those things and more. And I've promised him that I would help see, as far as I can, his deed to the end. I'll watch over him. He's watched over me. And we'll see if we can't solve this Kafka shadow problem of yours. Again, I'm sorry that this came to your house, to you and your family. And then
We've been through worse. Aaric Fire Song takes another sip. He's like, you don't mind me asking. Remember what you saw when you were dead? I saw nothing.
bits and pieces, I remember. Strange things. Not all good, but a reminder. And then he'll just kind of look at the floor.
Well, thanks for the chat. Take care of him. I'll be leaving as soon as I'm able. Might be a few days, but don't tell him we talked. He gets, worse than he already is.
I won't. Thank you.
Hashtag cranky.
Hashtag curmudgeon. And then Aaric again will stand up as she goes to leave, and he doesn't do like a big fancy bow, just like a slight, you know what I mean?
Yeah. She stands up and she's like, bah! And then she heads up the stairs.
Yeah, I only do that because she died, not for him, but because of him, so to him it's kind of a big deal.
She heads up the stairs shuffling.
I just imagine her walking up the stairs, and even though she's trying to walk lightly, it's still like...
Dwarf.
Well, she is the spawn of Urdknot, who is not a quiet individual when he walks.
Oh, I forgot to move Zan back over. Sorry. So, is there anything else that you all want to do, or I can fast forward? Do you have any ideas of when you would like to go back to Seam?
Well, he said 10 days, and then that would give us 2 more days before we had to go to that meeting, right?
We probably don't want to arrive the day of the meeting. We'd probably like to arrive early so we can get a lay of the land.
Get the good seats.
I'll be 1 second, sorry.
The meeting with Leosin?
And all the other factions. Yeah. I would say we should... Oh, do we want to roleplay this, or do we want to outside?
Oh, yeah, no, just leaving it up to you guys, whatever you want to do.
I just hadn't spoken my accent all night, so I feel like I'm just going to do it whether it's me or Micaiah, because I just feel like doing it, so...
So you have you have a week, so is there anything that you wanted to accomplish during this time? Any particular things that you wanted to do?
Zan doesn't want to for anything in particular, but he's getting a taste for shopping after the smashing experience he had. And he's never had money before, so he wouldn't mind shopping just for anything.
Micaiah doesn't want to leave Aaric, but would see how excited Zan is about shopping, so I'm gonna give you some money and you buy me something pretty, darling. I'll give him 300 gold. I don't know. How much is a good amount of gold? I don't know.
Depends on what you're looking for, I think.
I don't know. Something good. Well, it's Zan.
Jewelry?
Zan still has no concept of money.
Oh, damn. All right.
He
careful
has
with this,
money,
okay?
but he
Bring
has
change
no idea.
back. Okay? I want change.
He has no idea how much anything should cost.
It's like when I speak with my child in real life. And tell him
of course,
to change.
He went from living in the woods and having no concept of money to gallivanting
Second thought, who's going with you
in
on this trip?
in a court in royal courts where money probably isn't an issue.
The
Wait,
Fae
who's
want
going
for
on?
nothing.
Who's going on this trip with you?
Whoever
Not me.
wants to go.
Not you.
Urdknot is
Abaddon definitely.
taking
wants
care
to
of various business needs that have been not neglected because Garmir is dedicated. But so since he obviously knows that Dratha would be going back home,
Mhm.
yeah, he would have arranged for his the rock gnomes that he uses as extra muscle on like busy nights to escort her back.
Okay. So she's gonna leave in a couple of days. So what is Zan looking for Micaiah?
Because it's Micaiah, he probably wants to look for something that is like natural, something from nature. So because he's a wood carver, he would try to find her some sort of wooden trinket.
Okay.
So what's going on? Zan's going shopping again?
Yep.
Yeah, we don't have to role play it or anything. Zan wants to spend money whenever he gets to a city now.
Yay!
Well, so I will say that Baldur's Gate is a big place. So on one particular day when you go out looking, you come across one of those little side tent things on the side of the road, which all of them are very like tightly packed. So it's a very, very small setup tent that's kind of hanging over a wall. You can see the window. The person probably lives like right in that little hovel there. And you see different dice sets and gaming sets. And you can see a set of dice. There's probably about like 6 of them that are 6-sided that are carved from some kind of wood, and the shopkeeper, the little stall owner, goes into a whole thing about how they found this wood and it glowed with this white. It's like almost like a beechwood type color, and that they were inspired to carve this, and it's only 3 silver pieces for a set of 3, or you can get 6 for 5 silver.
Zan will take both sets for 5 silver.
Okay.
Goddamn, Zan doesn't even bother to haggle. Jesus.
Listen, this person made it, they say.
I don't care. You still haggle.
Listen,
They expect it.
Zan has enough money for what they are asking. He has no reason to haggle. Money makes no sense to him. He just knows if he hands shiny coins, people will give him goods.
Or a free ShamWow.
ShamWow.
Oh yeah, the ShamWow. I forgot. I have to put that thing together.
I love it where we don't want to get like copyright struck or anything like that, so we call it ShamWow.
Hey, ShamWow.
It's awesome.
ShamWow. Hey, get your ShamWow over here, guys.
So,
Hey, I got
is there anything else anyone wants to do? Oh, okay, I'm popping in and out.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I just looked over and you weren't there, and then you were there.
Yeah, I dropped some on the ground, so I had to go get it.
So,
Oh, what's happening right there?
Somebody hitting a gong? What is
Sounds
what
like
the-
a
what is-
cavern, like someone digging in a cavern. What's happening right now?
Yeah.
That was weird.
So over the days that pass, Brew Bottle Tavern is bustling. Iva, Garnett, and Agatha come back to work, and they help Garmir keep up appearances. Some people, for the first few days, definitely still come in asking questions about Aaric Firesong's last known whereabouts. You guys Aaric is mostly down in the basement, at least to start, but you begin to hear a little bit less. you see that the individuals coming in range from like farmers in these homemade armor get-ups to more
I
professional.
want to fight that guy.
I know, right?
More professional looking like mercenaries.
It's got a wicker shield and like just
Cardboard
like
armor.
a hollowed out barrel that just like with straps.
Right.
Oh, how crazy would it be to like remember when we were in that first thing and I accidentally punched through a woman's skull? Like I did an unarmed attack to shut her up, like to knock some sense into her, and like it was so overwhelming, it was like right through her
Like
head.
a NAT20 was like 30
Yeah, it was a
damage.
crit.
Crazy.
And I was like, I just wanted to knock her out, and her head was literally just everywhere. Like, can you imagine doing shit against people like that now? Like, just like farmers just come after us and we're just like just cutting people in half with like nothing. Amazing.
Morally questionable. So
Self-defense.
five or
know.
six, so like 5 or 6 days in, which I have to speed up time here on this, but 5 or 6 days in, the talk begins to shift to rumors that someone claimed the bounty, 10,000 gold pieces. You hear people talking about a lone assassin that appeared in Sea Hall with a piece of Aaric Firesong's body, like short and thin. Might have been a finger, but I bet it were his dick. That's what people are saying. And
Man,
rumor...
she didn't have a bag of holding to put that thing in, so I doubt it.
Oh, Jesus.
I know. I only said that because I know Micaiah was gonna say like, I don't think so, honey. You're getting on airs over there a little bit. You know?
Well, do remember it's wintertime.
Yeah, okay.
That's right. It's a bit cold.
It
Like
shrinks.
a-
That's what you
There's
tell me.
shrinkage.
It's a coin purse of holding.
Ew.
A coin purse of holding.
The hanging brain of holding. Okay,
Just one of
so
those little niblet bags that they use, like in the movies, when they have to do the sex scenes, and they just have the little niblet bags.
Izzy just slid that one under the door. Just like
Yeah.
so. The hanging.
Yeah, and
brain.
now we can't stop. I'm sorry. Nip naps. Wait, wasn't that what somebody said?
Nip naps.
nip
Oh,
nap,
nip
natty
nap.
whack,
Nip
nap.
nap. That was
wickety wickety whack.
Word of the week.
Wickety whack. Oh, is that what the other thing's called? Wickety whack? I mean, that would make sense, I guess.
So the rumors are also that
She's
people
not gonna make her dinner.
in Sea Hall are unhappy, and that dissent against the Port Lord is swiftly punished. You continue to hear rumors that the conscription is still out there. You all had seen those notices up in Waterdeep saying like, if you want to join the army, come to Sea Hall. Like that is still happening. But the people of Sea Hall are not doing great.
When you said they're unhappy. Are they unhappy in general with Amsel, or are they unhappy at hearing that the bounty on Aaric was claimed?
You get the sense that it ranges because these are rumors, but that the people are unhappy with the Port Lord himself. Some people believe and you had already heard this in Waterdeep, but things take time to get down to Baldur's Gate from there. But some people believe that Peter was the one who killed his father, but you're not allowed to say that out loud. Other people believe that it was Aaric Firesong, and that he's a coward who ran away. There are just same as what Dratha was saying. Other people believe that Aaric is a shapeshifter who.
It's like, how does that rumor get started? He's a fucking shapeshifter, that guy.
And
He
that
wishes he was
killed-
that cool that he could turn into another form. We all know he wants to turn into a direwolf. Like, if he could, he would. But he has to live vicariously through me.
Yeah.
So.
That's
Which is
also a
fine.
rumor. The rumor that he killed the Port Lord, the previous Port Lord, in front of his screaming wife. Most people don't believe that one, but that one is like fun to say, so people say it. So there's a lot. There are a lot of rumors going around, and nobody knows what's true. But the consensus is that, people say like, well, of course you'd be upset too if almost 300 people in your town were brought on a suicide mission and to the Mere of Dead Men, and they were killed, and all of that. So people are talking.
The Wand of Flaccid. Should be the Wand of Flaccidity.
I just read that and I was dying.
So,
It's got three charges per long rest. That's what I'm going to say. Whatever the effect is.
By definition, a wand, can it be flaccid? A wand?
It's more of a whip.
Oh, but
if it's flaccid, it's not really a wand, right?
For the house.
Every need.
I might have defeated Roll the One right now.
Don't challenge. Don't challenge him.
Bring it.
I know, after I just said it, I was like, oh no, that was really dumb. I should have said that. I don't want to challenge him. He's good.
So, ladies and gents, is there anything else that you would like to do?
Not until the wizard is ready. That's the next thing Zan is looking to.
Did Dratha not talk to anyone else this whole time? She just wanted to chat with Aaric.
No, she chatted about, but she had something very specific to say to Aaric. So, is there anything anybody wanted to know from Dratha that you would have asked her while she was there, and I can tell you what she would have said? PG. Who said this was PG? You guys saying this is PG? This is not PG. This is not a PG.
Never PG.
This is why we wait till the kids go to bed.
If you look at the tags under where it says the NAT30s, Bums and Greenest, it says English good characters, yada yada yada. The very last one says extension enhanced. All right, you got it. You goddamn right.
So, anything for Dratha? Any other questions? Any burning desires? Did Urdknot want to say anything to her or learn anything extra?
Would she have told? I'm sure she would have brought him up to speed with any news from home, I would imagine.
Yeah. Is there anything in particular? There's a lot, though. So is there anything, in particular that you would like to know? He hasn't seen her in 40 years. So there's a lot.
Yeah, we're not going to catch up with 40 years in RPing.
No. I just, if there's anything in particular.
I'm trying to think, because they communicate monthly, so he's pretty on top of things. So.
Basically, Story, your granddaughter, is very close to having her child. Gimeft is, still sleeping around as he does.
Those young men.
I mean, she's like, oh, you might already be a great grandfather. We don't know this guy. And
what a man slut.
Anyone and anything. So, let's see. I'm trying to think. Hormund is doing okay, except he has to take care of his brother quite a bit. The council added 2 additional people to it, so the peak is Miss Mila and Gimrig, and the elders are Liznera and the other one. I don't know, I'm having such a trouble speaking. And then there are 2 more. Liznera and Fardrum, I think they are the elders. Yeah, not too much more. Get to your letters. You got her most recent letter. I don't know if you read it, but there was a letter there for you.
Months ago.
Are you choking on a blackberry too?
Me? Maybe.
I want to say earlier when I was talking to Dratha that whole time, I had to like put them away. I was trying to like push it down. I had a friggin' like half a blackberry stuck in like the side of my throat. So I was trying to like get it and then I'm eating plums trying to like literally push it down. That's why I had to go. I had to like go into the kitchen like get it the fuck out.
You kill me. You honestly kill me. Like
Look, I didn't throw up this time.
Like this giant of a man is gonna end up dying because he's gonna choke on like a pebble or some shit.
He's
or
gonna
like
fucking go down because of snack food.
He's gonna be like Elvis and he's gonna die while eating peanut butter and fucking bananas on his toilet. Like, I don't understand.
I love the fact that, and I really appreciate the fact that you say this giant man, as if I'm not 5 foot and like 8.5. You know,
you're gonna get the wrong impression. See you on stream in the studio in like 6 months and be like, he's not that tall.
Listen, I'm not talking about how tall he is. I'm talking about the last one.
Alright, that bag of holding, I got you. Thanks, Bill. She knows.
Listen, I have to stop the rumors about the flaccid wand. Fake news.
Nobody gave me a fruitcake, yeah, because whoever gives somebody a Jesus Christ, kill myself.
Yeah, no
fucking fruitcake. Yikes. Can't even.
So, are you guys want to wait for to go back to Asim's?
I'm assuming by that time Aaric would be up and walking around.
Yeah, Aaric would have recovered 4 days after he was able to, like, came back.
Gotcha.
So whatever training you all want to do together, like, you can do up to 3 hours a day.
Figure that all out.
Yeah. So, we're gonna say it is the 12th, Hammer 12, Deep Winter. Who all is going to Asim's home?
Aaric will go because I'll go.
I don't think you should leave the building.
Why? I think I'm dead.
Yeah, we don't want anybody to find out that you're not.
I'm not wanted anymore.
There's no picture. There's no drawing of him on like any of the wanted.
I'm going. It doesn't matter what Urdknot says. Urdknot's gonna be like, no, you can't. Yeah.
Hey, it's him.
Takes 3 steps out.
Exactly. It's like a World War II. It's like Saving Private Ryan. Yeah, it's like
that was
a close call. And you're like the dude, like the ricochets off his head. He's looking at his helmet.
Right at the beginning, right? The opening scene.
Yeah, the D-Day scene.
That was rough, man.
I'm gonna be walking around.
The man died over a 10-day ago, and he hasn't been outside yet. I think he might be going stir crazy.
Well, if you're going, I'm going. So, just saying.
Is everybody going? I mean, Abaddon and Vidania could stay back, but
it's up to
just
them.
follow. Fair play, Jay.
I mean, Vidania will probably stay.
True. Abaddon will stay with Vidania. So are the rest of you all heading?
Yeah, you.
Yep.
Okay. So, hey Urdknot, why don't you roll me something? Roll me intelligence to try to just remember which way to go.
You want me to get lost again?
I'll say, yeah. No, I mean, I was gonna have Zan help you, but you've only really been in this city one time, so.
There you go.
I just want to see how long it'll take you.
Well, let me roll just a straight intelligence on here.
You should be able to. You just click on it.
No, it says no active combat encounter. I can roll it in D&D Beyond, if you'd rather.
Intelligence?
Yeah, you want me to do like intelligence check, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I click on it, but I guess because I'm not in combat, it won't let me do it. There's no active combat encounter. It says.
Weird. Okay. Well, it
Yeah.
should just.
I got this roll here.
Oh no, wait, no, hold on. You're clicking initiative, I think probably.
Is it?
Click intelligence.
Oh, okay. My bad. My bad. I just clicked the first
Your
thing with
intelligence
I.
doesn't have anything to do with combat, so.
Ugh. Can I take my D&D Beyond one? That was a 10.
Just use all the inspiration you have to get us to 10.
I already wasted all my inspiration on that dead ass.
Dead ass.
Alright, what was it? A 1. Okay. So you get distracted, and it takes you quite a bit longer. So the thing that sucks is, as you can see, there are torrential rains today, and it's about 54 degrees, but you guys are like walking in the rain. And typically you know, if you knew exactly where you were going, it wouldn't be too big of a deal, but you get a little lost. And
Okay, where does it show it's rain?
right above that. Right above your roll.
Today's weather, 54.
Oh, okay. I was looking at like the calendar thing. I didn't know if I had a little weather widget there.
So you continue on, but it takes you like an extra 30-40 minutes, and then finally you recognize the street in Baldur's Gate that you need to go to, and you head over past some like it's in a nicer area of Baldur's Gate, not the best, but better than like the Eastway district, and there are some shrubs and stuff all around, a little bit of green here and there. And you head over to the door. What are you doing?
I give it a.
So
As he wakes up his children.
Yeah.
They can't hear that.
As you you slam your fist against the door just goes like freaks open.
Oh fuck, he's dead.
That's not good. Oh, he did. He did.
Zan would like to try to open the door and take a look inside.
Okay. So looking inside, it is dark. You see that the place is totally ransacked. Like it's clear as you just like open the door, you see everything is all over the place. Totally turned upside down. So that's what you can tell from the doorway.
And he's dead.
Aaric will take a step in and he'll take his shield and don his shield.
Makai is right behind him.
Mm-mm.
Letting him be the man, but still like, honey, you ain't ready for this. Slow down.
Might as well look around, see if there's a body in here.
All right.
yes.
Roll. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no.
I was gonna say Zan is gonna see if there's any sign of the orb or his notes on it.
Okay. You can either both roll me one straight investigation check, or somebody can roll me with advantage to, search through the home.
Well, you do some advantage rolling, Zan. My rolls suck.
Yeah. I was gonna say Zan should do it.
Yeah.
So that's a natural 6.
Oh.
And
There's such things as
a
unnatural 6.
Well, without the
modifiers.
modifiers,
Oh, okay.
and then natural 10, so it's 14 total.
Okay. All right. So you guys start searching around. It is, there are a lot of books. It looks like a big library. There are different little trinkets around, but the place is like most things are broken. You see that there's clear evidence of a struggle as you're going through. You can see overturned things. You can see blood stains on the floors. And you also see that fur-lined cap with the ear flaps is on the ground. Zan, you turn around to look at the doorway and you could see a bloodied clawed handprint on the doorway, and then looking over, you see that there was a desk that he had sat at to take notes, and you see a handprint on the desk as well, and there is some parchment that's most of it is like crumpled up or has been. It looks like a lot of stuff has been taken, but you see the words "Orb of Dragon Kind" with a question mark written on it.
While I'm still by that, we're in that room, I'm going to close the door, and if there's any kind of a lock, I'll just do that real quick so nobody barges in on us.
There's a lock, but no key. So
there's no deadbolt type thing.
No.
I don't think that was just like an invented.
No, it's a simple lock, like where you need to put a key inside, and there's no key, but you can close the door.
Yeah, I can't remember when they went, if it was God damn it, stupid thing, stop buzzing. Was it his house or was it a shop? Or was it like both?
It is his house. There's no shop, but it's more like there's like a lounge area, more like a library, kind of like if you picture like a really well-to-do like lawyer's home office,
okay.
Like that's what it's
kind
of like.
So yeah, then I'll just shut the door. I thought if it was like you sold stuff there, maybe.
Oh no, he does have.
So my customer would just come and like, hey, what's going on? And see like a bunch of adventurers with swords and shields and blood claws on the wall. I don't want to get implicated for something we didn't do.
Yeah. So he has a little sign that hangs over it, but it's probably for like services that he offers. Like identify or other spells that he does, but it's not a shop per se.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just shut the door.
Okay. Did Zan share the note with everybody?
Zan would read the note first.
Yeah, all it says is Orb of Dragon Kind with a question mark after.
He'll show it to everyone else.
So they got him then.
Someone definitely got him.
Who would know?
Oh, but we are nice.
Maybe he was asking questions around. Might be something to ask when we see Leosin. They may have more resources at their disposal than we could, trying to find out from scratch.
Did we check his trash bins for any clues or anything?
Yeah, so as you continue searching through, it takes you several more minutes, but you don't find any other clues about who or necessarily like what happened. But you do find a couple of notes for like in the desk about Marn the Courageous. You see words like just the notes are very vague, and it says unknown individual, strong sword fighter, valiant leader, loved by troops, died in battle, body interred with sword. That's it. And then notes about Hazaron. You see the phrase soul trapped in sword, question mark. Palpable hatred for spellcasters, question mark. That's it on that front.
Oh, we do those.
Is the blood fresh or is it dried?
Make a medicine check.
Medi check. I suck at this. What is wrong with my fucking rolls? I'm just gonna go straight up real dice, I think, after this, because I can't, I swear, every goddamn session it's worse, every time. Every time.
The past like 3 or 4 sessions, you've gotten really fucked over on the
It's
rolls.
fucking terrible.
It's gonna be the same.
And I just got a 3. I just got a 3 on D&D Beyond, so it doesn't matter. I just
I'm
fucking
telling you,
rolled.
it's gonna be the same. So that was a 4. So you've been down. You can tell at the very least that it is not like it is not from a couple of hours ago, but it's so it's dried blood, but you have no idea from how long. Like there, you can't tell from what you're looking at how long ago it happened. Um, I will say with a 14, you, Zan, are, or was it 16 or 14? No, it was 14. You,
14.
you are able to see that, like looking around with that investigation, there is food that is out. Just some like basic kind of vegetable, half-eaten kind of vegetable sandwich type thing. Um, the bread is hard, and the the vegetables inside are like soggy but not like rotted. So you gather that it's been days, probably, but you don't know how many days.
This is not good. We don't know what that thing does, but it can't be good if they're after it. And now they have it.
Aye. It's another thing we'll have to add to our list. Need to do some research on it. See if there's a way we can track it and what to do with it.
I say we find it and destroy it.
That's where the research will have to come in, Urdknot. We wouldn't know how to do it even if we had it right now.
I'll hit it with my hammer.
And you could end up in a place worse than the Feywild. We don't know how it works.
Then I'll shoot it from a distance.
Okay, Urdknot.
Ernie, you can't just hit everything that you don't like or throw it, a far distance. Doesn't work that way.
Generally always worked for me.
Might be time for a bit of a different approach.
While they're talking about this, is there anything of, if I take a look around, is there anything of use?
Ransack the poor man's house.
I mean, he doesn't need it.
He's not dead that we know of.
He's not there to need it. How much blood is it? Also, that's on the. Did you say it was on the wall?
There's some on the wall. It's not like somebody got exploded in the room or anything. It's like maybe. It's like
exploded in the room.
Yeah, no, it's not like that. It's not like that. It's like somebody was. It's like somebody.
The wand
was
of flaccidity strikes again.
Got like a cut, or maybe they were stabbed, or like they had some kind, or bludgeoned or something. There was like a hit, and you can see that like there's one spot where that happened. This is kind of like anybody who's watched murder mysteries would know this. So there's like a spot where the attack clearly happened, and then there's like bits around, but it's not enough to indicate that like somebody bled out in the room. It's like there was an attack in the room, and the person is gone.
Aaric will take a look around, and then does the blood look like it's going into that room? Like it doesn't look like it's going like out another door or out like a hall or anything like that. I don't know what the room with the little house looks like.
I would say roll a survival check.
That's not gonna be good. It's an 11.
You are able to see. You're not proficient in survival, are you?
I do not believe so. No.
Okay. So You looking around, you can see that there are blood spatters like kind of around, which indicate a struggle, but then it's really difficult to tell where the person, whether or not they were brought in a different direction. You do see a handprint on like the door frame, but
The one we came through?
the one you came through, yeah.
Okay. After I look around at that, I'll look around and see if there's anything else of use. Anything in particular.
It took me so long to like finally read what Roll the One put in the chat. That was good.
Yeah.
Which one?
Legend pulls out the wand.
Pulls the wand out.
That was good.
That got me. You got me good. It took me like, I kept looking over it. I'm like, what does that say? I can't read it. I'm like, oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. You guys are searching through this house. So, what are you doing? You're in a dead, well, you don't know.
He was asking if there was anything useful.
Yeah, do you
What
want
do
me to
you
make a
now.
What do you
It's in a
mean,
dead
though?
man's house.
Useful in what fashion?
Well, any kind of currency, any kind of.
You are
potions,
looting
anything.
his house. It's
Yeah,
I'm
no.
assuming
Okay,
He's
we're
been
looting his
ransacked.
house.
He's just like checking under the
As-
mattress.
Looting his
What he's been
house, what can we
overturned.
get?
As Aaric is rubbing him blind, Zam would like to check the other rooms to see if there's any signs of life.
Oh,
Aaric, just because you didn't do well looking in the dragon board doesn't mean you get to rob this poor man's house, alright? Makai's gonna
Okay.
slap his hand.
If he's alive, I'll consider giving it back.
Listen, just because you didn't get something from the dragon horde doesn't mean you take it out on this poor man.
I'm not.
Put it back.
I didn't even
We
find
are
anything.
not. We are not paying for that. We are not paying for that. We have enough.
is there any indication that he used magic to defend himself? He is a wizard after all.
Does magic have after effects?
Well, I mean, if he like
Marks?
cast a spell that left a burn mark or something
Yeah,
like
that's what I
that. Like, I'm just trying to piece together if they like came in as clients and then jumped him and he didn't have a chance, or if he was able to shoot off a mini fireball or something, to some sort of magical something. I don't know. Paint a better picture.
So you, with that roll, you can tell that there was a struggle. You can see evidence that could indicate that a spell was used, or it could have been, it could have also not been a spell. It could have been, items in the house. It could have been like a candle that caught something on fire. You do see like scorch marks, but it's not clear if it is magical or not.
All right. And just looking at his bookshelf, is there anything that would catch my eye on his bookshelf? Like, I know we just scolded him for looting, but if there's like any books on there that like that Urdknot would think might be beneficial to take for like maybe Avedon.
What are you looking for? Like,
Well, I don't know what he has on his bookshelf. Like, if he just has cookbooks, then I'm not
Obviously,
interested.
He's
But if
looking
it's
for some more smut.
Everybody
I'm
But
looking
yells
for-
Avedon likes-
I'm looking for his
Everybody-
dragon
Have
porn
any
collection.
smut?
Why
Does
does
he
everybody
have
yell at
any-
Aaric when he wants some stuff, but when Urdknot goes to find porn for a tiefling, suddenly nobody has morals?
I mean, it's a whole different ball game, honey.
Roll
Like,
an
I'm
investigation.
assuming it would be tucked into the cover of the sports almanac.
I'm
So
gonna
that's
give
what
you
I'm looking
guidance
for.
on this, so Makai is gonna help you look for this.
Roll
See, I can give
investigation.
I can give the man his book back and say, "Hey, I borrowed this and it helped us find you." You're just like, "Motherfucker, did they forget his piggy bank?" I need to
Aaric,
find me
you
some.
are- You are able to find about 3 gold and like 70 silver pieces throughout like wherever it is you're searching. You find they're just kind of like I'm reminded of my dad where I just find like pennies like all over the house. Like, what are you buying that you have so many pennies? But that's kind of like
Did you say for me or for Urdknot?
for you, 3 gold and
Okay.
70 silver.
I just got a 14 on investigation.
You
I'm
are
Oh, I didn't
I
do
won't-
whatever Micaiah was gonna help me with. Well, it was the inspiration or something. Do I add a D4 to that?
1d4, yeah.
All right.
Guidance.
I just want to say that
What?
I won't take the 3 gold and 70 silver because everybody wants to cry about it.
No. You do what? Aaric.
Zan
I was
Zan
picturing
is in
Aaric
the other
looking at
room.
it.
Not
He's like,
guilted.
Zan is in the other room. He's not looking.
Aaric is literally gonna look and be like, Dragonborn, I'm not gonna take your money.
He's a half dragon. Oh no, right, he is a dragonborn.
No,
I'm
he's a
getting
dragonborn.
confused now.
so you are
Remember,
able to.
you liked his ascot, honey. You can't take his money.
we walked in. There's a struggle. There's blood. There's the scorch marks, and his poor ascot and his hat.
You liked his ascot.
I did when I saw that
Take his
picture. I was
stuff.
like,
Pick it up. It's like,
ooh.
Or
Damn
maybe you can
them.
take his ascot. Wait, is his ascot here? Because Micaiah will try to.
I was gonna say,
The hat?
can
No.
Aaric have the
Little
ascot?
scarf. His ascot.
Oh no, that is not here.
Oh,
Ah,
Aaric is
too
crushed.
bad.
you know they
Micaiah
gagged
would
him
have
with it.
totally
They
got
like
it for it.
they put it up to cover his mouth as they
Oh my
dragged him out.
Is there a back?
It's
Is there
probably a gag.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, poor
Moving through the house. Is there a back door to this place?
No, there's no back door.
Just one in and out.
Yeah. So you are able to find Urdknot a book that discusses like the different types of devils out there. You had seen Abaddon. She kind of held on to that a similar book when you guys
Yeah, I was gonna say that
ransacked
sounds
the Red
familiar.
Wizard. Yeah, it's not the same book though, but you do find a book that you believe she would be interested in about devils, different types of devils.
Grab that.
Boo.
It's a picture of Abaddon on
Or
like
not
page
the
6.
thief.
Right. What was everybody else doing?
Micaiah's
Jan
just
was looking at
the
other
ascot
rooms.
You just-
there.
Yeah, you just cut out Wicked Bad
Zan-
for me. What'd you say?
I was saying, what was everyone else doing? I think I missed Zan. You were looking for other signs
Any
of life in the
s-
house.
Any signs of life in the house?
Okay.
Since there's no body, he wants to see if maybe he was in a different room to die or whatnot.
Oh, okay. Searching throughout the rest of the house, it's not super big, but there is a second floor, and up on the second floor is where the living area is, like, or sleeping, the bed, and like a side lounge, another lounge area with like a ton of books that are mostly just like fluff books. This is where this individual spends most of their money. No, it's clear that like they live alone. He lives alone, but you don't see that he's not up there. There's nothing else. Upstairs is mostly fine. Like it looks like maybe somebody went through it a little bit, but not like downstairs where the struggle clearly happened.
Zan will come down, see if anyone else found anything. And then he
some money.
notices. Then he notices them with their hands in the cookie jar.
So what is your plan? You are now in a missing person's home. So what are you doing?
One thing I have an idea. Micaiah, do you think you might be able to find out if you could track the wizard if he left the house or not? His hat is here. You might be able to get a scent in your other form.
Oh, yes, I believe that maybe I could.
The only problem is they don't allow animals in Baldur's Gate.
I know.
Larger than a cat. How good can a cat smell?
That's
Well, I mean, there's other animals about that size.
I understand it may be a risk in the city, but
I believe foxes have keen senses, don't they?
I know a bloodhound would have a
Obviously, be
keen
best.
sense of smell.
Oh, wait. I have an idea. Okay, this last. Okay. You can turn into a hound, smell it. I can cast invisibility on you, and it lasts up to an hour.
All right.
We just have to like tie a string to your tail or something so that we know where
Just
you
make
are.
sure I don't get too excited and I don't start making some howling noises.
At the speaking of invisibility, Zan will say that won't be a problem as long as I stay close to Micaiah. I'll know where she is.
Wow.
I don't know.
The Fae tend to like to turn invisible. You get a sense for it if you've been around invisible for a while.
That's cool.
Right.
I died 2 days, and suddenly people learn how to turn other people invisible, and other people can see it. Yeah.
All right.
All right. So Micaiah
Doing
is
it.
okay.
So
I think. Good.
I was just going to say Zan will hold the hat while Micaiah does her thing.
This is actually a really good place to stop because we will be doing a Micaiah duet on Saturday. So
I
just
know,
picture,
I'm
like,
so excited.
a cut
Me
scene
too.
from like, okay, Micaiah goes down into her. What are you morphing into?
A bloodhound.
Okay, into the bloodhound, and then sniffs the hat, and then it goes like boop, and then it's like cut to black.
That is actually really good.
Flashback.
Yeah, that's cool.
So this is a good place to stop. We will stop here, and we will continue on Saturday with a duet with me and Annie, and we'll get a little bit of a look back in Micaiah's backstory for that session. Thank you everybody for hanging out. We have like 28 people.
Yes.
Like, thank you so
really?
much. Thank you.
7.
Whoa, thank you guys for sticking
Wow,
around.
holy wow.
Okay,
Yeah, thank
shout
you. It's
out.
almost 11. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah. Shout out to our friends at the Role Players Guild and
They
Initiative
come for
League.
the game and
Wow.
stay for the bums.
There you go. Congratulations to A. Falcone for winning our Heroes Feast giveaway for February.
Oh yeah. It's an awesome book.
Yes. I'm so jealous.
Next month is I have to change the thing, but next month is going to be the Adventure Begins D&D board game, as well as additional giveaways from BD&D.
Do you want me to hold it up?
If you want. And we
He wants to be Vanna White.
Also, before Saturday stream, consider tuning in to the Role Players Guild for TTRPG Solidarity Campaign. Is that Saturday or Thursday? Or you're saying before Saturday's stream, but I don't know if you mean like Saturday at 7 p.m.? Okay. Saturday, 7 p.m. I have to put a charity thing in there. We'll get that going.
There we go.
What did we want as the word of the week?
Oh, what's the word of the week? Is it analogous? So that we can
I almost want to say flaccid for the wand of flaccid.
Yeah. I kind of like
you want to
that
do
one.
flaccid? Okay, so
Yep.
word of the week. The word of the week is flaccid, and that's going to be fine. That's totally fine. We can put that.
It's another great word. I mean,
Yeah, we can put that down, write that down, and put it in the jar at the locations. If you are a local, just send me a message. I will let you know. Wand of flaccid.
I'm gonna
And
make that into a like an item and run it by you.
Dan, actually, you know what?
Just because
I'm
roll the
making
one.
some.
Just because
I'm
I roll
making
the
some
one.
it's a
homebrew.
wand that never just stays up. It's like a
Yeah.
wet spaghetti noodle. It's like
Like,
you
just
try
like-
to cast a spell and it's just like.
But it's like,
"Beep."
yeah, but it's just the top third of it. So it's like a staff, but just like the top of it, like where the spearhead would go, just
Oh,
kind of
honey.
like.
That's
It's
what
coming,
So-
guys.
that's what you like to tell yourself.
I mean,
that it's
So
that's
like
instead
what
of
she said.
stabbing
But
somebody, you just
I-
swing it like a staff, and at the end just like slaps around
Oh,
on
no.
the end of
I
it.
am gonna make it though, and probably draw it. So I just have to come up with some stats.
And in colder climates, it gets smaller.
There you go.
Yes.
So I would love to raid.
It gets bigger with every
Also,
lie.
yes,
Like
everybody-
Pinocchio's nose.
please follow Wesselhausen while you're here. Ooh, extra ticket. Hey, Beluga. I'm going to be doing a charity stream 17 weeks with Wesselhausen and a bunch of other wonderful creators. Follow us on Twitter to find out. Ooh, I have another extra ticket. So I've got Beluga and a Falcone. Hold on, I'm getting my washable pens here. So Beluga has 2, a Falcone had 2 for today.
And don't forget to join the Patreon if you want to support us even further. You will see when it's done. You will see the stats and the whole stat block card for the Wand of Flaccidity or whatever it's going to be
It's
called
just
in the
flaccid.
end.
It's just the wand of flaccid. I gotta go
so-
with the chat. What the chat said.
The
If you want to
flaccid
see
wand.
it and see what it can actually do, you got to join the Patreon for that. So remember, tier 1 is a buck, and we have 2 tiers. Tier 2 is $2.50. I don't know if there's been discussions of adding another tier. You guys get even more stuff, but right now, I mean, just do it. Do it.
There'll be something that I actually wrote that
Yeah.
should have been talked about tonight, but I was almost dying the whole time of a fucking blackberry, so I couldn't really talk about it. Like the whole time, I was just like, I should be saying something. so yeah, go
Don't
check it
forget
out.
check out our Discord. You could hear the conversation that Aaric and Zan had before Dratha showed up tonight.
That's right. Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, the juicy
I heard
details of Zan's, a little bit of Zan's experiences.
Yep.
I won't reveal it.
So, which
The
will probably end up on the
multimedia
Patreon.
project.
Honestly.
Everything ends up on the Patreon. Join it. Get
Just
your
put it
name
on the
shouted
Patreon.
out.
Huh?
Just
Get
join
your
the
name
Patreon.
shouted out.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that's proper grammar, but yes, you get a shout out when you join.
All right, we've got. All right, so I'm gonna do the Patreon link here, and then I made a raid message. We are going to raid. I just had them up. Who was I gonna raid? I think they disappeared. I think they stopped. Okay, now I have to choose someone else. We are going to raid. Oh shit! Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna raid Time to Tabletop. Have we raided them before?
It doesn't sound familiar.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
If we have, it would have been a long time ago because it doesn't sound familiar.
Let's raid Time to Tabletop, and I think they have two viewers right now. Hold on.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be cool then.
Yeah, they've got 2 viewers right now. So we're gonna raid Time to Tabletop, and we'll see. My own Pretty Bot doesn't have a sub or something. It's not working. So we will see you on Thursday, and we'll continue this on Saturday with our duet. I
Well,
hope that we.
We'll actually rewind this on Saturday.
Yeah, we will.
We'll continue this on Tuesday.
Yes.
All right. Did it not come through? Raid. Time to table.
Bye, Beluga.
Bye.
Bye.
Night, everybody.
There we
Bye.
go.
Good night, everyone.
Thanks for hanging out.
There we go.
All right.
Thanks
Later,
for
guys.
hanging.
Thank you.
See you in a couple days. Have a great night.
See ya.
And I forgot to do the damn credits thing that I do at the end.
Oh yeah, the run the credits.